How's it going, everybody? Maze Trainer Jay, and today we're going to go through the rest of my plushies. Actually, that's a lie. We're just going to go through these plushies. I've got the 20th anniversary plushies, but that's for a whole nother video. So, let me get them all out of their bags, and I'll be back. Alrighty, everyone's out of their bags, and I'm ready to go. And like I said in my Evolution plushie video, I keep them in bags so I don't get any dust on them. Until I can get an airtight display, I don't want to get them filthy. And I'm going to start with the oldest plushies onto the newer ones, because I still have I have 4, 5, 6 of them that are from my older collection. Like this chunky chunkster. I've had this since I was little, and you can tell I haven't tried to get the stain out, but I eventually will. This one doesn't talk. I used to have one that talks. This one's a backpack, as you can see. I never used it as a backpack. I brought it to school one time when I was little, and some kid tried to steal it. So that's the last time I ever brought him out in public. Next we've got these pitiful, what year are they from? 1999. Oh, you can't see it, but look at them. I can't even tell you what brand it is. I think this is just Nintendo. Oh, distributed by Odds-On Inc. Nintendo gave their license for Pokemon out to everybody. And look at it. Again, this is from my original collection. He's so... What's this? Leaning up against a wall. That's what that's for. I do like how this is like leather. It looks more like little ears. Look at him. He just... Pitiful. Well, I love him. And here's the first Eevee plushie I ever got. And this is the fur. This is one of the plushies you used to grab the fur and just barely pull, and tons of hair would come out. That's why it's not as full. Like, it's really thin over here. It's just not as full as it used to be. It just sheds so much. This little tail. I think this is Osden Corp, or you can't really tell. Yeah, can't tell. This poor pitiful Pikachu. Look at it. It's got a split tail. And that's not for me not taking care of it. When I was little, it's just where it was so thin and wore out. You know, I played with it, so it got wore out. There's even this Scotch tape there. I tried to fix it with the original Scotch tape. So, and I cut its little tush tag off. It's got strings coming loose. It's filthy. Look at it. The poor thing. Itty bitty little ears. And this is more like a beanbag than pat its tush. And here's Mewtwo. I never could get a Mew plush, and it was always so upsetting. This is more like a bib. It's not actually attached to him, but you can see it's starting to fray. And his tail. But he's a beanbag too, and he's actually very stuffed. He's stuffed very well. Yeah, just smush everything. His tail. Well, who does this? Oh, this is a Hasbro plush. And here's one of the ones from my older collection too. One of my mom's friends got this for me. He said, here's one of these little Pokemon looking things, but it's not I don't think it's a Pokemon. It's a Sudowoodo. I love Sudowoodo. And he's got this limp going on. But he's a beanbag too. Has a little beanbag tush. I don't know who... Oh, this is Jax Pacific in 2007. But Jax Pacific. There's so many people with the Pokemon license. I guess it's the Pokemon license, but so many people make so many different plushies, so many different figures. And here's a Bulbasaur I got from Walmart. And it didn't have a tag. And I actually thought it was a mess up, because he doesn't, like, look at him. He doesn't really look like a Bulbasaur. So I got him because I thought, as a goofy looking Bulbasaur, I think it's a screw up. Because it's the last one on the shelf, so I thought nobody wanted it because it was messed up. But apparently this is how they made it. It's a Pokemon Center plushie. But I got it from Walmart. Just $3, $4, nothing really. But yeah, I got it because he's so goofy looking. He's got no spots, but he's very soft. Like amazingly soft. And here's a Mew. It's also from the Pokemon Center. Polka Doll. Choking Hazard. Oh, bless. It's a little Mew. A little chibi Mew. So the tail's very stiff. I think there's, I don't know, it's very stiff. A little squishy head. This is made very well too. Just stuffed all the way. Unlike Charizard over here, he's got, like, there's like no stuffing in there. It's just all air. And here's another Vaporeon, but this isn't from the same set as my Evolution, so that's why it's off by itself. It is a Tomy, but it's just a different series. And I don't have my other Vaporeon out, but you can tell there's a difference. This is more pastel looking. It's still flimsy, but it's just lighter. And this isn't the one where the fur. This one's very soft too. I love the fabric they used on these. And here's a Meowth. And again, this is Tomy. Very nicely made. Very stuffed. If you ever want to go out and get plushies, go for Tomy. Especially the newer ones. I don't know how new this is, but these ones. I think that if you're giving it to your child or you were playing with it, this one, the Tomy plushies are very durable. Which his little coin might come off, but it's just attached to the forehead. Its whiskers, very thick. Embroidered nicely. It's got a little tush tag, more like a loincloth. And here we've got a Pikachu from the same series. I think it's the same series as the Meowth. But this one's very nicely made too, like very stuffed. Its tail's attached to its head, so you don't have to worry about it getting ripped off. Little tush tag. Embroidered. Not much to say about Pikachu. Very happy. And then we've got a Wobbuffet. Oh, there goes Froakie. A Wobbuffet. Oh, kind of damaged. I think the same set as those other two, the Pikachu and Meowth. Everything's stuffed. His little arms are just kind of spaghetti noodles. And this one's, they've got no stuffing in it. This one's attached to his head. A little felt or fleece-like fabric. Embroidered. His little tail. He doesn't have a tush tag. He's got a side tag. And here's Froakie. And he's from the XY series or set. I don't really know how the plushies go, or if they just kind of make them and throw a tag on them. His little nose bubbles. And this is like fleece. I like how they incorporate different fabrics into it. I like the plushies, or the Eevees, they've got fur. Froakie's got fleece. He sits up most of the time. Oh no, he's going to fall back today. Oh no, he sits up. You just got to adjust his little feet. So he displays nicely. And then we've got a Pikachu. My sister got me this 4 or 5 years ago for Christmas. But he comes in this little display. Little tag. I've never opened it. But this is back before I started collecting again. So he kind of sat out. And he's got, I don't know if you can see him. He's got like a fine layer of dust. I've got to go sweep it off or rub it off more. But it's more on his ears than anything. But he's extremely stuffed. He's got the same tail going on as the other Pikachu. Just fabric, but sewn to the back of his head. Little Pikachu stripes. I've never taken him out of the display because I think the display's perfect. Hello Pikachu on the back. Kanto region. And then finally, we've got this Umbreon. Oh wow, that's not doing too well on the black background. Let's kind of fill it up. And you all know what Umbreon looks like. But this one, wow, you can't see it. It's pitch black. But But this one's one of my favorite plushies. I don't know who makes it. It was made in 2014. You can't see it. But this has the fabric. You brush it one way, it's dark. Brush it the other way, it's light. You can't see that at all. But my friend got this for me at a convention. Yamacon, I think it was. And it didn't have a tag. Well, when she gave it to me, it didn't have a tag. So I don't know who made this, but it's very soft. It might actually be a legitimate... Well, no, it doesn't say Pokemon Center on the tag, but it feels the same as the Bulbasaur. But it's very nice. I ought to look into it and see who makes these. But this has to be worth a pretty penny because it's huge. It stands up on its own. A little shiny Umbreon. Like this. I wish I knew who made these because I'd wanted to get them all. She got a Cubone and he's just as nicely made. He's just as soft. I think it's the same people. I should have asked her if it came with tags. I wish you could see the fabric. Yeah, you can kind of see it. You brush it this way, it's light. Brush it this way, it's dark. It's amazing. But anyway, like the video if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe. Go down the description, follow those links, do what you do. I appreciate it. And until next time, toodles!